Okay, so our strengthening drill today is all about our side plank. So a few things to think about in side plank. The key areas of strength come from our obliques, so running down the side here, our glutes, but also the correct shoulder position as well. So there's a few things that's really going to help you when you think about coming up into that side plank, and we'll start to work on those areas individually and then we'll kind of put it all together. Okay, so let's come down to our mats, all the way down, starting off in your bridge. So we've got our feet hips width distance apart, toes facing straight out, knees straight up. Put a block in between your thighs if you know that you're somebody that starts to drop their knees out to the side. Now I want us to have our hands at our temples, elbows straight out. Think about the rib cage keeping contained, but not allowing that lower back to go really flat, just your natural curve of your spine. Inhale here. Exhale, elbows to the sky, roll up off of your shoulder blades, and then reach your hands forward, and then we're going to do 4 taps of the heels. So that's really starting to use the obliques at the side, so you can feel that movement coming from the waist. All the way down, hands back down. Inhale here. Exhale, roll up. Hands down, tap, 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 tap. Hands back to the temples, roll down. Okay, you know where we're going. Exhale all the way up, hands reach forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, hands back and roll down. Keep going at your own pace. Maybe you want to go a bit slower. Really think about the length of those hands reaching to the heels. Think about that core being really integrated. Make sure you're not doming. We talk about doming on quite a lot of the master classes, so check those out. And also some others of your strength drills as well. Basically, we just want to corset the whole of this middle, so not allowing the middle part of your stomach to go into a big hump. So really think about wrapping everything around. Maybe you're able to come a little bit further off of the shoulder blades now. Couple more times. Okay, one more time. Really nice. Okay. Have a bit of a rest here. Just shake your neck around if there's any tension kind of building up in the neck. Okay, so this next one we're going to be reaching up both hands over to the side whilst we're rolling up on that off of the shoulder blades. If you want to keep your feet down, absolutely do so. If you know that you need to dial it back to where you're comfortable with so that you don't start to drain the stomach, and then you can build up as you get further up. If not, you can take the feet off, knees and hips in line. It might help to flex those feet, so bring them back towards your body just to help everything feel active. Exactly the same with our hands. Exhale, roll up. This time reach both of the hands over to the right, really using this left oblique to reach, 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 and back. Exhale all the way up, reach over to the left, trying to get this right shoulder blade off of the ground, and down. Exhale up, reach over to the right, left shoulder blade off, using that left oblique, really squeezing everything into the center. Exhale up, and down. Keep going. Couple more times. Okay, one more time. All the way down, feet can go down, nice stretch again. Okay, so I hope that that's given you a little bit of an idea of how to kind of really isolate these movements and activate the obliques. Setting up again for bridge, really nice and strong, just make sure you're coming back into that position. Think about this pelvis tucking under, if that's a good cue for you. It might not be, but activate the glutes so much that that pulls you off of the ground. Think about length rather than height. So think about the crease of the bum going further to the front of the mat. Okay, when you're ready, squeeze those glutes all the way up. Make sure that all of those toes are onto the mats, especially that big toe. Again, you can have that block in between the thigh and squeeze these glutes so much, give them a bit of a poke. Sometimes it helps to take that brain to where we want to activate. Try to reduce any really exaggerated back bend in that lower back, and that's going to help by really reaching further forward with that bum. All the way down. All the way up. And down. And up. And down. This time stay all the way up, and we're going to come into some pulses. So just drop slightly down and then back up. Keep thinking about those inner thighs engaging, knees facing straight up, big toes grounded. Nice slow controlled movements. Really feel that bum releasing and then activating again. Couple more here. Now, whether you want to stay with the pulses or you want to take one leg off, so you're in this one leg bridge, staying here or coming back into those pulses. Three, two, and one, switching over to the other leg. Remember to keep thinking about that length. Keep going, you got it. 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. Stay up here, hold, squeeze. Squeeze the inner thighs, big toes down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way down. Really, really nice. Take the feet out to the edges of the mat, knees knock in. Just relax here for a second. Really nice. Okay, bringing the knees into the chest, giving them a nice big squeeze, just stretching out those glutes. And then hands behind the hamstrings. If you're comfortable, we're going to rock and roll up to our all fours, or you can meet us there however is comfortable for you. Into our all fours. Okay, so think about the shoulder in line with the wrist. Bone on bone is the strongest that we can do. Remember that the shoulder joint is this ball and socket, and it's very shallow, not like our hips, which are very stable. It's got the same range of motion, but it's very, very unstable, hence why a lot of people can get dislocated shoulders. So we really want to make sure that we're protecting it by having the bone on bone, and also thinking about all of those muscles around the back of that shoulder joint that keep it stable, the rotator cuff, really working those to the best of their ability to help with everything that's playing here. So we're going to come into our cat-cow. So we've got our hands, our fingers spread nice and widely, just gently engage that core, still being able to breathe fully though. Inhale, coming into your cow, so dropping that pelvis, taking that gaze up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, draw your belly button to your spine, draw the shoulder blades away from one another. Keep pushing the mat away with those hands. Inhale into your cow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back into neutral, we're going to do some shoulder dips now. Now I want you to keep your ears and shoulders in line. Your arms are staying straight. And you're literally just taking your shoulder blades together, taking your shoulder blades apart. So nothing is moving other than the shoulders and the shoulder blades. So a really nice warm up for that area that I was just telling you about. Try to keep that head in line. Really draw those shoulder blades together and push the mat away as much as you can to then separate them. Really strengthening up through this area. Couple more times. Really nice. Really nice. Okay, we're going to come into our first side plank. So come so that both of your knees are facing out to the right side of the mat. And then we've got our left hand is going to be directly underneath the shoulder. So we're in this kneeling side plank. Take the knees as much as you need away from you, just so you've got this diagonal underside. Push the mat away with this left hand so you can feel this motion. Now what we always say, I don't know about gym classes, but in our yoga classes you'll hear a lot of the time, think that there's a fire underneath this side, so the left side in our case. And then you're going to really squeeze the glutes to squeeze that hip up. So that's what we want to do. Usually you've got this hand up in the sky, and that allows you to then pull the shoulder blades together, opening up through that chest. Think about these obliques firing, so those obliques are going to help send that hip high, that under hip high. Staying here. Maybe you've got this right leg lengthened. And then we're going to take this right hand underneath the body and then all the way back up. So we're working this shoulder mobility as well. Now keep pushing that hand into the ground. Every time you come back up, feel that fire nearly nipping at the side. Drive that side higher. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Over to the other side. So start off kneeling. Knees further away, just so you've got that diagonal. Make sure you've got this nice setup with your hand. Take that hand all the way high, the left hand high. Think about this fire now under the right side. You're really squeezing those obliques. You can even tap it. Like I said, taking that brain to where you want to work sometimes really helps. Draw the shoulder blades together. Just check every time that the wrist and the shoulder are in line. Maybe you take that left leg along. And then we're going to take that hand underneath our body all the way up. Every time you come up, take that underside higher. Squeezing the glutes, really using those obliques. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, all the way down, just kneeling. Take some rotations of the wrist. Now this is a lot for our wrist. And remember, if you've heard me say before, that some of our wrist pain, maybe not for you, but have a think about it, will come from not having a strong enough core, not activating this core in positions where we want to, because the core is connected to our back, is connected to our shoulder. So if our rotator cuff is weakened by the core, that comes all the way down to the wrist. So everything is in play here. So that's why we always talk about engaging that core, and we want to make that core nice and strong. Okay, so come on to the all fours again, coming into some nice wrist stretches that you can do anytime. So we'll just start to take some circles around one way, keeping those fingers spread nice and widely. Really go through the L's of the hands, so the index finger and the thumb. Keep pushing the mat away. other way. So this will help your wrist mobility as well. When those shoulders come over the wrist, it will just help you not come into that kind of pinching feeling. Okay, then take the hands so they're facing you, thumbs facing the outside of the mat. Maybe this is enough, or maybe you want to start to rock back, really stretching through the fronts of the wrists, all the way back. And reach. And back one more time, hold it there, wherever feels just past comfortable, just so you feel like you're stretching. All the way back. Okay, let's just quickly do a nice warm up for our wrists. So we'll do 5. So we're going to go 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hands out in front. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. That's really, really great, especially if you're working in like any arm balances, any hand balances. That's really, really great to warm up those wrists and the forearms as well. Okay, coming down onto your forearm plank now. So this is great if you the hand one is just not going to work for you. You can either take it so your elbow and shoulder are in line this way, hand straight out to the side, or slightly harder is going to work your shoulder mobility more, taking this hand directly out in front. Exactly the same, you can either be set up with your knees down, and then lift that underside. Maybe you take one leg off, whatever feels comfortable, or both legs out. So you're on that knife edge. We're going to be on our left leg first, so our left arm is down, right hand high. Really push up through this forearm, sending that weight off of the shoulder and lifting up to the sky, squeezing these obliques, squeezing those glutes, drawing the shoulder blades together. Really nice, lifting up this right leg, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. Gonna do some hip dips, so drop that left hip, reach it high, down, and up, down, and up. One more time, and up. Over to the other side. This is gonna be our last bit of work, so just make sure that you're really working to your fullest. Set up again, whether you want that one leg out onto both knees or onto the knife edge of that right foot. Right hand down, left hand high, squeezing the right oblique, squeezing the glutes, shoulder blades drawing together. Bringing that left leg up and down and up and down. Really nice. Keep going, keep thinking about that fire underneath that side. 3, 2, and 1. Hip dips. Right hip down as high as you can go up. Down, up, down, up. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Really nice. Rolling all the way onto your back. Big stretch. So you know that you need to strengthen your glutes, your shoulder mobility, and your obliques, all for that side plank. Really, really good work. Just come into a couple of minutes of nice relaxation, however that wants to look for you. Closing down the eyes. Coming back into that breath. And allowing everything to grow soft and heavy. Don't need to do any extra work now. Okay, start to bring some movement back into your body. Come into a really big stretch again. Fingers as far away from one another as possible. Bending up the knees, rolling over to the side, and coming all the way up to a nice sitting position. Open up your eyes. Really, really good work. Nice strength building. Go on to do a flow now, or you call it a day, whatever is feeling right for your body. Maybe even just a breathing exercise. Have a lovely day.